What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lou, back at it with another video. It's been a minute. It's been a good minute since I made my last video. As you can tell, my hair done grew out again. I've been getting to it. I got to get into it face right now for sure. And trying a little different scenario. I'm in my living room right now, or my workspace, where I kind of do most of my things that I'm doing right now. Things that I'm building. Like you see with my microphone right there. I got a couple more things around. Like I said, I don't really want to mention that on this channel. I kind of want it to be more organic and just more about myself and what I'm doing in my life, as far as like my mental, my spiritual, my experiences, not regarding like business and things like that, just kind of regarding just like me pretty much. I said that twice. Let me turn on this little, it's a garden rain candle. Set the vibe real quick. Shoot. I'm thinking about doing like what do you call it? Like, I guess videos with like the microphone like kind of right here, and then recording with this. This is my camera that I bought recently. Not too sure. I kind of like this organic feel with this phone, just kind of the phone and me just talking, but just for like quality purposes, I'm thinking of doing the other thing, like with the microphone and the camera and all that. But as far as right now, we're kind of just sticking to the phone. But I kind of want to make a catch-up video. I know right now I don't got much viewers or things like that, but I will soon. And people that will be going back to my videos, if you ever realize that I go through like a time where I don't post for like a couple weeks or a month or days or something like that, because I'm either going through some shit, going through some things. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cuss on these videos. Working really hard, or going through some things, or a mixture of both. Trying to recover and work really hard, but going through the things, you know, going through the emotions of the ocean. But I'm back on it. I'm back on it right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I've been back on my retention and my self-improvement. I work out every day regardless of going through my emotions of everything that I shouldn't be doing. Let's just say that, everything I shouldn't be doing. But you know, we're here, we're back at it. I said this is my living room. And yeah, man, it's been a rough couple of weeks or days. I don't know how long it's been since I last uploaded, but I've learned a lot of things, and I like to kind of share that with you guys. Let me make sure my phone's charging. Okay, we're still charging. That cut off? I think we're still going. But yeah, recently I was talking to a girl that we were like compatible, you know, vibed out really good. Some things happened where like I just found out now because I recently started talking to her again. She overthought a situation, and my own pride refused to ask, because I'm just like, if someone leaves, they leave. I'm not gonna be asking why or nothing like that. But we recently started talking again, you know, and it turns out we both kind of just like went our own ways, still having feelings for each other, but went our own ways, but went on improving ourselves, kept on improving on ourselves, even though I've messed up a little bit on the path, on the separate path. But as soon as I started getting back onto it and like going hard with like my self-improvement, my retention, my focusing, my praying, my all that, things kind of like God brought her back into my life, is what I think, you know, for a reason. I like to believe for a reason, because I don't think God does things without intentions. I think he does everything with an intention and divine timing. You know, everything happens in his time, and it definitely happened in that way where I thought like I wasn't gonna really get back with this girl, not because she was like, she didn't do nothing and I didn't do nothing. Like, it was just good, but the devil sees good things like that and then tries his best to like get in people's heads, you know, and like kind of mess things like that up, because it's what God wants, but the devil's gonna always try to interfere in what God wants. And that's the beauty of God. He leaves it in the people's decision making and choices and things they do to decide if they're gonna let the devil win or not. And yeah, we did let the devil win for a bit because we had a good relationship. We were actually growing more spiritually together. She told me because of me, she started reading the Bible more. She started like praying more and things like that, and vice versa. You know, even though I was kind of doing that, just the fact that she was doing that made me go a little harder in it. You know, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done it without her, but it definitely just goes to show that with the right people you will grow. The right people you will grow, and I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about like friendships and like people that you meet. You know, could be like the most random person that you meet, and that person like brings you closer to God, brings you closer to self-improvement and all these things that you should be doing. You know, sometimes we just need a little reminder from people and situations and things like that. But yeah, and then we kind of started talking again. We've been good, you know. July 4th is coming up. We're gonna go to Azusa. If you're from California, I'm sure you know where that's at. There's like a little hike spot where you go and just the river and just get away from nature. You know, I know July 4th is like a celebratory day, but I don't really do fireworks and I don't care to go see someone do fireworks. So I was like, just to go hiking and get away from the city. Maybe hear fireworks in the distance, but not like a thing where you're gonna hear it all day, you know. Y'all know how intense it gets, but yeah, it's kind of all over the place video. Like I said, I'm just really catching up, kind of going with how my life has been going. But yeah, I kind of said the story where like the girl just kind of reminds someone out there that God will like take you or remove people and then bring them back if they're right for you, you know. And like I said, I put my faith in God, but obviously I know that God will remove someone from my life or keep him in my life if that's what he wants. And right now I'm just leaving everything in God's hands. I'm not really pushing nothing too seriously, just letting it be what it is, you know. And so far it's been good. And I've just been staying on this path, and I realized that every time that I get back on it and start like really getting into it deep, like the spiritual, the self-improvement, my mind just like gets tampered with by the devil. Like intensely temptations, self-doubt, not loss of motivation, because I'm very motivated regardless of how I feel. I push myself to do what I have to do, even though sometimes I procrastinate and all that, but I'm sure someone out there can relate to that. But it's definitely a test. And I'm taking it as like God's going to test me to see if I'm ready for what's next, you know. And I'm definitely ready, and I'm definitely passing the test. And I thankfully give it all thanks to God for the strength that he gives me to do that, you know. And I just kind of want to remind someone out there who's going through certain situations, like maybe similar situations, may not be exactly like it, but I'm sure we all go through these times where we're like very good and then just down and very good down, or we meet somebody and it almost feels like too good to be true, so things mess up because both of you feel like that. But like I said, put everything in God's hands, and if it was meant to be, it's meant to be. If it was real, we'll prosper all the time. And especially if it's in God's grace, it's gonna be where it's gonna be. But it's a little catch-up video. Hopefully y'all see more videos of me and I stay on it, you know. I'm just praying to God that I stay on it, but you will see more videos of me. I'm not gonna manifest nothing negative. You will see more videos more frequently from me, because I'm gonna stay on this and getting back onto the YouTube space and all that. But yeah, it's your boy Lou. It's a little ranting, catching up / video / venting, and I guess that's ranting too, but y'all get what I mean. Just keep taking care of yourself, staying on the self-improvement, keep elevating yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and regardless of whatever happens, just be patient with it. I say my biggest advice to anyone out there: don't get impatient, because you can't rush what God wants for you. And when you do try to do it, it's not gonna go your way, because I do that a lot. I do that a lot for sure. But yeah, thank you all for watching the video. Y'all be safe. There'll be more videos for sure of me soon. Coming very soon. Take care of yourself. Like I said, stay blessed out here. Keep fighting and keep pushing through the temptations. And just give it all to God and it will all work out in God's grace. It's your boy Lou, and I'm out. Later.